Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Ultima VIII. When last we left the Avatar, we searched the caves beneath the Monastery of Enlightenment, and we found lots of silver. We took the silver to Korik, and Korik made that silver into 8 foci, which we're about to get enchanted on the altar of focus within the monastery that's directly ahead of us. All we'll need to do is place the foci on this altar, and hopefully Stratos will give those foci her power. And hopefully one of those things will heal. We haven't had a healing spell since the beginning of the game. We'll start with this one. There is lots of wind, the Avatar waves his glowing hands, and if you are perceptive you can see that this has changed into another object. The intervention focus. I have no idea what it does. Let's see what this one does. More magic, Avatar! You now have not a lump of silver, but an aerial servant focus. We'll find out what that does eventually. I imagine it moves things or grabs things for us. This one, we know what it does. It will reveal things to us. It's basically a focus version of the Scrolls of Reveal that we've seen. They're quite useful, I imagine. We haven't had a use for them yet. This does the opposite, but for us. This will make the Avatar invisible for a short while. I imagine all of these only consume mana, which is handy, because we don't have any reagents for this particular type of magic. What will this become? This is a restoration focus. I imagine this one heals people. But what about the pointing hand? What will this contain? The magic of pointing? No. Healing touch is this spell. Do we have 2 spells that heal? We're going to put the sextant focus here. What does this reveal? The answer is... this reveals nothing in particular. It doesn't reveal, it divines. The divination focus. And lastly, the chain focus. What does this focus do? This one is Hear Truth. That one seems oddly specific. I hope we don't have to use that for plot purposes. We're probably going to have to use that one for plot purposes. We need to go and find Stelos and inform him of our progress, and usually Stelos is over here or in the monastery. Indeed, you are here. Hello, pardon me. Welcome, my friend. I have constructed my foci. Very good. You are well on your way to becoming a full adept. The next step is a test of all you have learned. You must return to the caverns under the monastery. You will know what to do when you arrive there. Oh, will we now? Is this going to be a test not only of the spells that we have, but also of our attitude in casting them? We have been told at various points that we need to help everyone, regardless of who they are. Maybe this will be tested here, as we fall down these stairs into the caves beneath the monastery. And fall we will. We just need to move a little bit over here. Oh, or maybe we need to move a little bit faster. For some reason, we're not going down just yet. We need to go there, and... is there something blocking the way, or are we just not going fast enough? There we go. No. There we go. That was not blocking the way. Do we have to jump down? For some reason, we can't get in there. Let's try this again, shall we? Just do this, and down we go. There we go! Took a little bit of moving, but now we are down there. Hopefully we never need to come back here again. I doubt it's going to be in the place where we got the silver. Okay, this is what we need to do. We need to heal this thorax. I mean, we could just jump over there and heal the thorax, but I don't think that's what the game wants us to do. Let us use one of our spells to get the thorax over here. Hopefully an aerial servant will be sufficient. We will target the thorax. Kal Ortsen! Wind, go and recover the thorax, and bring the thorax here. Hopefully this will work. Wave your hands again, and the thorax literally becomes part of the wind. You are wounded. Do not worry, I will heal you with my magic. We will use, I don't know, restoration? It sounds like you need this one. There we go. Be healed, fast in money. The wound is gone. And then the thorax kills us. I doubt it will. Be well. Or be non-existent. I imagine that thorax wasn't actually there, and that was a test put to us by Stratos. We have passed, at least I think we've passed. Let's go and tell Stelos of the good news. That we have passed with flying colours. And this is when we find out, actually no, what you were meant to do is that you were meant to cast Hear Truth on it, and then find out that the thorax only lies, and then come to tell me all the lies that it says. Really? No, that's actually not what we wanted you to do. We wanted you to heal it. Pardon me. Welcome, my friend. I have passed the third test. That is a wonderful thing. However, you will have to excuse me. I do not have the time to further your education. We have had a terrible thing happen. Oh no! What terrible thing? It is so unspeakably terrible, I dare not speak of it. What has happened? All right, I'll speak of it. Brother Xavier has lost his focus of healing. Oh no! That's terrible! It is terrible. How did that happen? No one is sure. Poor Brother Xavier is beside himself with grief. It is very unlikely that an adept would simply misplay something like that. Ah well, if he knows more, he is not telling me. Do you think it was stolen? It wounds me deeply to think that one of our own would stoop so low as to steal from another enlightened one. It goes against all of Stratos' teachings, but she also teaches mercy and compassion, so if it was stolen by one of our own, I will not hold it against that person, but rather will help him find the path of enlightenment again. Bye. May you be well. We're going to save, because we have a mystery to solve, and there is only one way to solve a mystery, and that is by doing some sleuthing. Let us sleuth, Avatar. Excellent. We will start by seeking out Brother Xavier, and seeing if he knows anything about what happened. Let us go and have a conversation. Brother Xavier should still be out here somewhere. Either that or Brother Xavier has gone back inside. It looks like Brother Xavier has gone back inside. We also probably need to find Cirrus and Turin at some point. Are you in here, Brother Xavier? Let us go and say hello. You are not in here. So you're not in here, and you don't appear to be outside. Where are you? You're not hiding behind a tree, are you, Xavier? Or have you gone a long way down this path? You certainly haven't gone over here. Maybe we need to let time pass for one period before we try and seek you out. There we go. One period of time. It will at least replenish all of our spell points if we need to use them to figure out this mystery. Let's go back over here and see if anyone has made an appearance. Anyone here? Aha! You're here. Xavier the Monk. The breeze is cool today. Excuse me. It's good to see you, Kikoskia. I have met the Honourable Stelos. What a wonderful man. I only hope to aspire to the knowledge he has gained during his long life. I have met Holy Cirrus. He is a nice young man. I have high hopes for his abilities. He and Turin are very good friends. That's handy to know. I have met Turin. Strange young man. For a while I thought quite highly of him. Until you arrived, he was the best student we'd ever had. But... strange young man? He was always unusual. We often find him standing in the shadows outside different houses. What he is doing, we can only guess. When confronted, he offers no explanation, just wanders off. He's recently taken an interest in the resurrection spell. The resurrection spell? Yes, it is possible to bring the dead back to life if the proper conditions are met. What proper conditions? It will cost you your eyesight. This is why Stelos is blind. Because of this high price, Stratos only gives that spell to one adept at a time. It is, after all, a very dangerous spell. Dangerous spell? Most certainly. For to cast it, one must journey to the city of the dead and face the minions of Lithos. More than one caster in our history has not survived that encounter. Ooh, that's some interesting information. I didn't know that you had to go into the domain of Lithos to resurrect people. Then again, it does make sense, considering the crossover there. Best student? Well, he was until he reached the third test. For some reason he could not pass it. He has tried a number of times. I have heard he is trying to find a way to reach Stratos and hear the mystic voice without passing that third test. Bye. Be well, my friend. We need to talk to you about your, missing focus. Let's say that we passed the third test. I have passed the third test. Huh? Were you speaking to me? Oh, I'm so sorry. You passed the third test, you say? Well, that's very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, something dreadful has happened and I must attend to it. What has happened? Well, if you must know, my focus of healing is missing. Your focus is missing? Yes, it is missing. What a tragic mishap. I hope I have just mislaid it, but I fear it is stolen. Mislaid it? I cannot imagine I simply lost it. It is far too important for me for such an oversight. Then it was stolen. If it was indeed stolen, it is a tragedy beyond belief. Theft goes against all of Stratos' doctrine. It goes against all we have tried to teach here. When did you last see your focus? It was only a night ago. I worked very late that night. When I went to bed, I laid my focus on my chest in my bedroom, just like I always do. When I awoke in the morning, the focus of healing was gone. Now I'm a very light sleeper. The person who took it must be able to move virtually silently, for the slightest noise would have awoken me. Do you know who took it? That's ridiculous. If I knew who took it, I would go get it back. Fortunately, there are spells provided by Stratos that will help me learn what happened to it. Bye. Be well, my friend. We're going to use one of those spells right now. We aren't lost, we're just going to see if you know more than you're letting on. We're going to cast Hear Truth. Anquas Law. Are you following me? No, we're just going to have another conversation. Excuse me. It is good to see you, Kikoskia. We're going to ask about everyone again, starting with Holy Cirrus. He's a nice young man. I think he is soft and a bit of a sissy. I have high hopes for his abilities. He will never make it as an adept. I bet he's back to his thorax in a month. He and Turin are very good friends. I think they spend too much time together, and not enough time on their studies. Ah, this spell is revealing what he's actually thinking. I have met Turin. Strange young man. For a while I thought quite highly of him. Until you arrived, he was the best student we'd ever had. But... strange young man? He was always unusual. Ah, okay, this isn't different. None of this is different, but we did learn something about Cirrus. And that is that Turin doesn't think that much of Cirrus at all. Let us keep talking to you. We need to have a conversation about, let's talk about, Stelos. What a wonderful man. I only hope to aspire to the knowledge he has gained during his long life, so he only has bad things to say about Cirrus. We need to find Cirrus. Cirrus hopefully will be able to tell us something about Turin. The problem is, to find Cirrus we're going to have to walk around, as I don't think Cirrus is anywhere nearby. That is an enemy, we're just going to ignore that enemy. We'll grab this reagent though. Can't hurt to have this reagent on hand. There we go. Where is Cirrus? Maybe I've just walked far too far away from the monastery. Maybe Cirrus is in the monastery somewhere. We'll just head over here. Goodbye, we're just passing. There's a Theurgist. The Theurgist certainly won't help us. What we need to do is we need to, I think that's the spell expiring. We need to go and find Cirrus. Cirrus is surely going to be somewhere around here. And when we do find Cirrus, we're going to ask him some questions. Mainly about Turin, as I suspect that Turin might be the one that stole that focus. Turin certainly seems to be the primary suspect. Oh, there are some places here I haven't been. Let's go in here. Aha! We have found Cirrus. Hello! Pardon me. I have passed the third test and now have my foci. I'm sorry I cannot celebrate with you, but a terrible thing has happened. Brother Xavier has lost one of his foci. How did it happen? It seems it was taken while he slept. I'm sorry, but I must be going. I have to help look for the missing focus. You are most certainly hiding something. You must meditate, will you? Must you? Well, we're going to cast this spell that you'll blatantly know what it does. Let us talk to you with this spell active, shall we? Pardon me. I have passed the third test and have my foci. It doesn't seem like this is changing. And that isn't changing either. So we're going to have to maybe talk to Torwin for a bit. Perhaps Torwin can shed some light on what's going on. Torwin will certainly be over here, and I'm sure Stratos will forgive your fragility. After all, you are 200 years old. Where is Torwin? Has Torwin gone somewhere? Hopefully you're still here. You're not here, and you're also... Okay, Torwin is gone. Where is Torwin? Where has he gone? He's obviously noticed that the Avatar is getting close to figuring something out and has ran off. Perhaps we can talk to Stelos and find out where he's gone. Hello. Welcome, my friend. Where is Torwin? Nothing here. What research is Torwin doing? We've already had all this conversation, so there's nothing we can do there. What we're going to have to do is we're definitely going to have to see if you know something. You definitely know something. You do know something. You know where he is, and we're going to find out where he is. Let's cast this again, and let's see if we can find out where Torwin has gone. Pardon me. We can mention about the third test, which is fine. Yes, Brother Xavier has lost one of his foci. How did it happen? You have to help look for the missing focus. You're not looking at all! You're just sat there! Maybe there's something in this treasure chest that is, revealing. Nope, nothing there. So that's not going to help us. And there is a picture here. Or a painting, rather. My apologies. Maybe we just need to go and find him. Where would he be? Where haven't we been yet? It doesn't seem like... maybe we'll just go this way and see if we can find where Torwin is. Torwin is here. Hello, how are you? Excuse me, I haven't much time. What do you need? Hello, Torwin. Oh, I'm very bad with names. What was yours again? My name is Kikoskia. Very well, I probably won't remember it next time I see you. What do you want? It doesn't seem like we have any new dialogue here. And that is peculiar. That is, yeah, we've had that conversation before. We've had the what is a focus one before. We're going with superior abilities and healer here. And we'll say that we don't need any healing because this will just end the conversation. There's nothing there. There's a book here. What are you doing there? Oh, nothing. I'm just reading. Reading, are you? Yes. Don't mind me. Fair enough. I'm just going to, watch you now until you leave. Fair enough. I'm just going to go now. You'd better just go. We need to figure something out here. We need to figure out how to get Cirrus to tell us where the item is, because I get the feeling that it is Cirrus that knows something that he isn't letting on. We know that Torwin and Cirrus get along quite well. What we're missing is one essential piece of the puzzle. In time, we will figure that out. But not right now. Unless you're going to tell us something that we don't know about. Welcome, my friend. We have met Torwin. We have indeed, and he's not going to mention anything new. What if we have the Hear Truth spell cast when we're talking to you? That might make a difference. Let's see if it does. Hello. Pardon me. Welcome, my friend. Let us talk about Holy Cirrus. You don't have anything different to say. You don't have anything different to say. And you don't have anything different to say. And we could talk about the third test again. and what has happened, and we know all of that. So you're being entirely truthful. It's Xavier who isn't, and Xavier is hiding things. Maybe if we talk to Xavier again, this time about, if we talk to him about Turin, maybe he'll reveal something different. Let's just see, shall we? It is indeed good to see you, for we need to ask various questions. We could say, hello, brother Xavier, and how may, nope, there's nothing else that we can learn there. He has all of this dialogue that is different. And then there's this dialogue with Turin. There's nothing different about that. We'll go through everything here just in case it's different. Strange young man, a resurrection spell, proper conditions. We can't talk about the resurrection spell with anyone, so that's not working. We're not making any progress here in our investigations, but I do think I know where we need to go, or rather who we need to talk to progress them. They're just not telling us what we want to know. This is no time to rest, apparently. There are enemies nearby, investigations to be had. What about over here? We can rest here, though. And when we come back, folks, we will continue our investigations. The Avatar is the greatest investigator after all. He's actually not the greatest investigator. He's actually not that good at it so far. But I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this mystery eventually. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.